What is up, my friends, to Bronze to Mythic, Episode 3. What a start. I don't think you've ever hit an Episode 3 of Bronze to Mythic and still been in Bronze. I don't know, our first two drafts didn't look that bad, but things went wrong, opponents curved out on us, played rares, and we just lost. I don't really know. We did catastrophically punt one game in the first draft, just oopsie, whatever. But, yeah, all right, let's just get into our next draft here. I don't know. Our last deck was green-white. It seemed pretty reasonable, honestly. And we went 2 and 3. Just jump in. Just jump in and see what's up. I mean, our last draft was a green-white deck. If you missed it, you watched it on YouTube for sure. Didn't have any rares or anything, but just had like a good curve, and we just got like curved out. I don't really know. But now we're gonna open some good. Well, nope. Now we're gonna open some good cards. And open the Planeswalker, an Eliwick Trumblestone, which seems quite good. Also a White Dragon, which also seems really, really good. It seems like the bigger drops are important, but curving out's good too. I don't really know yet, honestly. This is now my fourth draft in the format, so we're really kind of just reading cards still and figuring everything out. Planeswalkers are pretty busted in limited, so we're taking the Planeswalker here. I do think that like later in the format, if you had some sort of preference towards White Dragon might be fine because this card is really, really good, but take the rare as the rule in Bronze and Mythic usually. In a new format, take the rare, see how good it is. And I'm sure it's very, very good because Planeswalkers are pretty awesome. We're probably going to want to be green-white to lean into adventure stuff and be a little more defensive, I would think, but I'm not really sure. We're passing White Dragon and a couple decent red cards. Nothing really crazy here. All right, and we get past Oswald Fiddlebender. And one uncommon is missing. There is a Charmed Sleep, which is kind of nice. Hill Giant Herd Gorger is also a very solid looking card. I feel like one of the problems we're having is we're not really, haven't had any removal spells in like 2 drafts. But Charmed Sleep, I'm not sure how good blue green is. And that's a pretty committing blue green start. I think I just want the Giant here. I mean, there's some blue cards that's back. We're also passing 0 green cards, which is kind of nice. So we're cutting green a bit. So yeah, I think it's Sleep or Giant here. Blue kind of sucks. I don't really know. Honestly, I haven't. It's my third draft. I don't really know. So we'll take the green card. Druid class. Verlander's Battlefield gain a life. All right, it's kind of a slow card. I mean, it's a Priest of Forgotten Lore. It's also there's a Grim Bounty. So let's go green black. Now you actually have a kill spell for once in our life. So there's a rare and an uncommon missing. So a black card that is a bomb could have been taken over Grim Bounty here, but it's a pretty good signal. Just grim it up. I do like Priest a lot, but we just tried green white. It didn't really work, and we've also been having no removal spells at all. So take the kill spell. Kind of lead into like a grindy green black deck maybe, and we get past the pack with essentially nothing. What do we have here? Feign Death is okay. Yeah, pretty bad pack. I'm gonna take the Evolving Wilds here. I don't think splashing is out of the question if we have a few treasure cards and then have wilds. So take wilds, just stay open. Try and stay open here. Works for me. And Precipitous Drop seems perfect for us because we are going to be doing some venturing. And it's a removal spell again, so we don't have any removal spells. Definitely a lot of red cards here. There's both a Captain and a Fireball, which is pretty big red signal, but we're taking drop here for sure. Definitely some red. Red does seem pretty good. Just like really, really solid creatures on most points of the curve in red. Take the drop. And green is kind of drying up. So we haven't really actually, both of our picks, our green picks were pick 1 and 2. I feel like we haven't seen a green card since, which is a little scary. This pack is also pretty bad. I mean, I guess Robber's pretty good, but the rest of the pack's kind of unexciting. Robber's good. Obviously casting Eliwick on turn 3 is pretty sweet. All right, so there's a green card to his back. Obviously, the No Hunter's pretty solid. Don't think we're really a thieves tools deck. And then nothing else here particularly interesting. So let's take the Hunter, just 2-drop. I mean, so pretty good for us. I think the Skeletons is fine. I think Roulette is also probably pretty good. Probably more thematic for our green-black deck, although Skeletons does play well with our adventure stuff. And then Idol and Beholder are kind of eh. This card's kind of cool too, but so basically it's what 4-drop do we want? I think I want the Skeletons, honestly. I think if I didn't have the Ventry stuff, I'd probably take the Roulette, but not sure what I really want, honestly. We get past the pack into Direwolf Prowler and Neverwinter Dryad. Now, Dryad, we currently have 0 death triggers, so the Dryad being a self-sacrifice doesn't matter that much, but it does ramp into our 4-drops, or we could just take the Prowler, which is a fine card anyway. I think this card's too slow. I'm going to take the Prowler, I guess. I think that the Dryad's kind of eh. Another Horde Robber is pretty great, I think, honestly. Yeah, Dryad does seem best in green-black, but I'm just not really convinced it's good in our deck yet. I actually think the Herald's pretty nice, but let's keep the, let's get a cheap creature in here. Deothar, resub, 24 months. That's 2 years at tier 3. Let's hear it for Deothar. Deothar's the bomb. Dryad is overperformed? Okay. Druid class. I don't think we want that. And the Vampire's like an okay defensive card. It's not particularly great, but... Alright. Yeah, I mean... I think we're passing red at this point. Heidi from Texas! New home. Sweet. Hope the move went well for you, buddy. Moving is not the funnest thing in the world. Absolutely not. If y'all are tuning in, it's Bronze to Mythic today. We're currently at episode 3, our 3rd draft, and it's been a little bit of a rough start, I'm not going to lie. But Bronze to Mythic returns with the new D&D set, and we are starting out just completely cold. I've done 0 drafts, have no idea what's going on in the format, so we're going to be able to, a little bit of a rough start to start, as I've seen so far. But so you have a layer of the Hydra, which is pretty good, actually. Then we have like some middling cards here. I mean, the Bard, the Dryad, the Manticore, the Ranger. Yeah, I'm just taking the land here. Just want value. Just want value out of my land. Super, super cool. We like that. We like that. Treasure Vault. That is value out of our lands, but that's not really the kind of value we're looking for, I don't think. So, a couple mediocre green cards. Take the Eye here. I want to kill things. I want to kill things, all right? And we're going to be doing that this draft. First 2 drafts, we could not kill a thing, and we lost. This draft, we can kill things. So let's go here. Not the best rule spell of all time, but I'm down with it. Company ruined all 4 future moves for me. They paid movers to pack and load everything. Shipped your Mustang. Flew my wife. Awesome. And then put us up in a temporary apartment. Wow. Deothar's moving like a king. That's a tier 3 move right there. That's a tier 3 move. That's awesome. Happy to hear about that. Went well for you. We had to rent a truck and call our friends and load all our stuff in a truck over the course of 14 hours and wanted to die the next day. That was our move. We're still moving, too. We're still crap at my dad's house. All right, so Vault is for sure a spell. It looks like a land. I mean, we're not really like doing anything with treasures in this deck. So Purple Worm, once again, this deck is starting to feel pretty good. Purple Worm is, of course, the nut. Very, very good in our green-black deck also. So looking pretty good so far. You drove 30 hours in a U-Haul. But actually, it's funny because when I was younger, my buddy Matt moved to Florida when I was like maybe mid-20s. And I actually just drove down with him. It was fun. I didn't really help him move or anything. He didn't have much either. He was like a 22-year-old college student, you know. He had one little U-Haul and that was it. I just like took the drive with him. We hung out there for a little bit. So this pack is interesting. There are a lot of green-black cards. The Talisman is super cool. I guess it is very good with the Robbers. I feel like we're a little... it's pretty good. This card's super great. And we're passing a bunch of green-black cards, which is totally fine. So, yeah, Horde Robber and Talisman's pretty sweet. All right, so green-black is super open. Like, super... open. Another Grim Bounty. There's also a freaking Herd Gorger, a Dispute. I mean, like, there's plenty of cards here. So we finally found a lane for once, which is pretty nice. So we're killing stuff. We got a Planeswalker. Shambling Gas, not really where I think the Dryad's like fine in our deck. Casting a 4-drop on turn 3 to seem pretty nice. Shambling Gas, kind of whatever. Sure. Targnar. I mean, we're just gonna take that for the gems, I think. So we're not playing Devour Inflect, and the rest of his pack's pretty bad. So I doubt we're splashing for Shortcut Seeker. Give me them gems. Deck looks good so far. Decent curve. Got some kill spells. Got some top end. Another Chattering Skeletons or a Herald of Hadar. I feel like having one of these is pretty nice. It's just a nice late game mana sink. But Skeletons is pretty solid. Skeletons or Herald. This is the kind of pick you know what it is later in the format, but not early. They say Skeletons. I'm going to take the Herald. I'm going to mix it up. That is so many green and black cards. They're all not super exciting, but now if I took the 4-drop, I think taking the 5-drop is reasonable. This card's pretty solid. Manticore's whatever. We're not that aggressive. All these cards are pretty mopey, so. Dagger. We only have one Death Touch effect right now, so I'm not super interested. I don't think we're playing this card, but sure. We're already at 19 playables in pack 2, so I guess it's 17 playables. Purple Worm. See? Worked out. There it is. Hexblade or Shambling Ghast. I mean, don't really have any sacrificey stuff. We do have some treasures. I kind of doubt we're playing either, but Dispute? Jeez. Yeah, bears are fine. Pact. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
Whoever was on Arena screwing with us earlier is like, all right, we feel bad for Jim. Let's just give Jim a good deck. This guy one of the best rares in the set, right? Just like one of the best rares. Yeah. Alrighty. Nice 2-drop, Jim. And then Spoils of the Hunt. Or a couple mopey cards. Iron Golem. Iron Golem's okay. I mean, we don't really need a Evolving Wilds here. The fight card is like, okay. Our creatures actually aren't that big. But I'll just take it, I guess. Dungeon Crawler, Ghoul, Ranger, Knoll. We do want to kill things, it is true. Let's cut the Dryad. I don't think we're playing. I guess Dispute's like fine in our deck. Drop. I don't think we're playing the Spawn. Prowler, Spoils, Skeletons, Bounty. Our deck is just like almost done already. What yeah, our curve's pretty good, but like I think Nollander's pretty good, honestly. I don't want Ranger. I don't want the Ghoul. Yeah, it's fine. The Loathsome Troll. Another Eye of the Beholder. Another Boulette. We didn't take one of these earlier. How's this card? This card seems like good if like you need a win condition, but I think we're already pretty good on win conditions, so. Boulette or Eye of the Beholder. We currently have a drop, a Spoils, double Bounty, and an Eye already. I think I want the Boulette here. Welcome to the dungeon! What's up, Till? Troll seems like fine, but kind of mana intensive, and I don't know. I don't think we need it. I feel like we already have ways to win, so. Zombie Ogre, which actually is pretty cool. Cursed Idols, fine. Let's see. We currently have one. We have 2 5-drops at present. Our curve's like pretty high. But Zombie Ogre is pretty good. I don't think I want the land. I already have an Evolving Wild, so my mana base is not that bad, you know? Like, I think the Ogre. I like Ogre. The body seems pretty good, too. Another Eyes of the Beholder. All right. Lightfoot Rogue is fine, but I think we're, like, pretty good on 2-drops. We have 5 2-drops already. Ninja Reset, thanks so much. Take the eye. Let's try and kill everything. Probably a 17 land deck. Another Skeletons. Another Horde Robber. This would be our second Skeletons. I don't think I want a third Robber. That's a lot of Robbers. Let's take Skeletons. Just so many playables. I just don't know what to do. Sure. Don't think we're main decking that card. I already have a Dryad. Like, I mean, I think our deck's pretty done here, so it doesn't really matter what we take. Yeah, so definitely got in the right lane this draft, and also got lucky and opened rares too. So Talisman. I don't think we're playing the Dispute. We don't really have, like, obviously it's good with Horde Robber, but so 26, 25, 24. This deck definitely wants 17 lands, so we have a lot to do with our mana. It's 8 and 8 is 16, 17. So we have Talisman, Robbers, Knoll, Ranger, Drop, Prowler, Spoils, Skeletons, Grim, Boulette. We have 2 Heralds. Let's shave a Herald. That's fun. So Ogre, Ranger. I like the Ranger, actually. Yeah, this deck seems this is our deck. Seems pretty good. So let's rock and roll. All right, bets being placed. Let's roll. We have Believers this time. I'm pretty happy with this deck. Curve a little high, but we have things to cast. I'm gonna keep it. Maybe Herald over an Eye of the Beholder. No, I think Eye of the Beholder is pretty good. I just want to be able to kill stuff. Being able to kill not only things, but big things. Oh, this is so annoying. Because you can activate this at all times. It just constantly gives you priority. Boots of Speed, sure. This is like the bluff land. Where, like, your opponent will never know if you have an instant or not because it gives you priority. It's like Magic Online. Every time. Every time. Alright, so... Alright, there's our land, which is good. Play Prowler. We usually draw one more land, but I think we're in pretty good shape regardless. X can't be 0. Oh, wow. So actually, I won't even let you do it. Fighter. Oh, we're playing against an equipment deck. Oh, my God. These never work. All right, we drew a land, which is actually really good for us. Just pump attack. Play land, so they go. I totally respect y'all playing the odds. I get it. So if those who don't know, the payout here is proportional. It's based on a hold on. Intern. The payout here is proportional. So it is based on so the payout now is 3-1. So for those who took the odds, I respect it. But I also respect Sonic for being the #1 believer here. All right, so appreciate that. So they're gonna play all equipments and never play a creature. That's fine by me. It's fine by me. So they have Boots of Speed, Plate Armor, which we'll equip for pretty cheap, actually, which is actually pretty good, and Fighter class. But we have a kill spell, so they're going to play one big thing and put things on it. We're just going to kill them, so... we're going to fire up the Ranger. It's more power. Let's fire up Ranger. Let's put 6 power on the board. They're going to play a creature, equip it, and then we're just going to Grim Bounty it, and then just kill them. So, they're going for the Voltron play, and thankfully this draft actually is like, oh my god. That is a good card. See, now our first 2 decks didn't have any removal spells. This deck does. This deck does. So, we also have the 1 mana to play the War, which is great. So, you!
Get off my plane.
Let's go! I think we're in good shape here. Body of Voltron's been shut down. Now we got mana next turn for our big honkin' chonkers. Wow, cool. They're playing the Smith. That's pretty sweet. Now, if they play the Mace, they can equip this for free. But they're just, like, dead to the board, basically, so... I don't know what you're talking about, JM. I have no idea what you're talking about. Alright, so they have a 4/4 Ward 1. And we're going to untap, and we're just going to attack, trade, because they have to block the 4 power creature, and play a purple worm. Oh, there's dead to this thing. Never mind. Doesn't even matter. Before the crickets? I don't know what you're talking about. You are dead. Hydra kills too. Yeah, it doesn't matter either way, so. Woo!
Game. Louses.
So yeah, kill spells seem important. Obviously, this is an extreme scenario, but our first 2 decks had no kill spells. And, seems important. All the cards in our hand didn't matter. We had like so much gas behind too. It just didn't matter. She just played a creature and a kill spell. So that was our experience in the game we lost too. Like that red green deck, where like we played a blocker, they killed it, we just lost. So pancakes in chat, 1-0, episode 3, Bronze and Mythic. If you're tuning in, my name is Jim Davis. Welcome. If you're watching on Twitch, hit that follow button. Watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Hit the buttons. It takes like a half a second of your time. It's so meaningful for me as a content creator. If you want to support me for free, just leave a comment, like the video, sub on YouTube, and of course, if you really want to support me, $5 a month, my friends, or free on Twitch, Twitch Prime, and access to my Discord, all sorts of perks. You get holiday cards every year. You get all sorts of stuff. $5 a month, well worth it. They're gonna play a white, which is comes in tap, and they can't use the thing, so we get to play a 4-drop here, I guess. We can also just dispute. Just draw 2 off the treasure. Play this next turn. So do I want to play Bulette this turn? Or do I want to play just Dispute and just draw cards? I guess we can just... because the thing is, like, this Robber's probably not going to hit next turn. So... we could draw a 2-drop. We can't cast it, though, because we're sacrificing the treasure. So I'm going to cast the creature. To cast the creature. Honestly, we can just Deadly Dispute the Robber next turn, pump the Bulette, draw 2 cards. It's like not the worst thing either. They're coming in. Right, we are not going to block. That's a bad trade. So we get a 2/2. But they are giving us a treasure, so that's pretty cool. I should not put a land first because I draw the Hydra land, but draw 2. Evolving Wilds, also same reason. Big punt. Bad play, Jim. They're just getting in. Clattering Skeletons. Okay. All right. A little flooded here. A little flooded. I mean, we can just hardcast the Worm next turn. Can leave up Eye of the Beholder, too. This is a pretty aggro draw. I guess we could, like, attack. And if they block, we just play the Worm. And if they don't block, we just play the Worm and just hope the Worm is good enough. Like, it does have Ward, too. It seems pretty hard to kill this. Or we could just kill the skeletons and attack and get a treasure, too. That's, like, reasonable. Yeah, that's probably better. Alright, sure, let's do that. Kill that, because we love killing things. They get to venture into a dungeon. Let's see what dungeon they go into. They're going to go to Tomb of Annihilation. That's aggro. That's aggro. Alright. This white is really doing some work here. Brazen Dwarf. Alright, that could be scarier. Grim Bounty. Okay. I mean, we're just playing a freaking worm here, right? Just playing the old wormy worm. No attacks.
Oh my god, Becky.
Please don't kill my worm. Don't go land Grim Bounty.
Inconceivable!
Alright, what is this? What tricks are there? Are there Death Touch tricks? I don't have a set for it. A Manticore. Manticore would kill it for sure. Alright, we're going to block we're not going to block. Just gonna go like this, I think. No one's bluffing in bronze, so we can Grim Bounty the white next turn if we have to. Hobgoblin. Did they just bluff us? There's no way. There's no way they just bluffed us. Yeah, they have. So they have some sort of trick or something. They got that 5 damage spell. Now we've drawn Ranger class, which is pretty good. We can just like bounty the white. Ranger class, attack for 8. I mean, not in that order, but yeah, they probably have Manticore in their hand, so we definitely want to attack. They are 2 swings from Worm dead, so yeah, they also get a 5 damage spell too. Definitely, that's definitely a possibility, which does damage us, which is a little scary. So let's kill this, get a treasure, play Ranger class, play tap land. So you got a 2/2, you got a 1/3. Our blocks are pretty good. We have lethal on the board with the worm. They play land number 7. They're gonna drop my 2/2, and now. Alright, I mean, like, this is a little scary. Discard a card, sure. Are they going to lose a life here? They're going to lose 2 life? I guess it doesn't matter, because we have 8/7, so. Play D. Now, the Manticore does not have Flash, correct? Whenever you attack, put a counter on an attacking creature. And then also can go up to the other chapter too. The Manticore does have Flash? Ooh, okay. But they don't have pay amount to pay for wards, it doesn't matter. So so let's send in the worm by itself. And then we'll see what the board looks like post combat. I guess we're gonna Ranger class too. I'd almost rather pump the robber, obviously, but we can always kill the Lord post combat. I guess pumping robber isn't even good though. Let's just Ranger class. We're doing it anyway. It doesn't really do anything, I guess, but let's do that. Send the worm in. See if they got a chump here or not. They're gonna block. They're gonna block with the Lord, not the dwarf, which is pretty interesting. And they're just gonna say go. So they might have that 5 damage spell also. Those are like the Manticore and the 5 damage spell were the 2 cards we were thinking about. I'm just gonna kill this. Like, it's a chump block for this next turn. I'll just like try and like end the game. Wow. They had Burning Hands to deal 6 damage to my snake. Or worm, whatever though. They're just freaking dead. That doesn't matter. Chapter 3. Top card's a land. Burning Hands indeed. We are so rich. We have so much treasure. Burning Hands. That's something. That is something. Fate's Reversal back the 4/3. Alright, they're battling. Each player loses up by sacrificing an artifact or land. Sure. Happily sack an artifact, no problem. Now they get to make it. They get to make it. They get 4/4 here though. Oh my god, come on. So, if we attack, the skeleton dies, and they get a 4/4. 4/4 Death Touch. But then they're just, like, dead, do a lot of stuff anyway. So I'm pretty sure... Trade this. It's not even a trade. It's the skeleton dies. Skeleton turns into a 4/4. I can always block it, and then I have lethal on the backswing with 2 creatures. So yeah, we're going to attack here. I assume they'll block. The fear is that they can like somehow draw some sick card and kill us, but I think that's pretty unlikely. God horror. Interland, they're dead. All right, cool. We'll take it. We'll take it.
After it was all over, he took us in the house and served us pancakes.
All right, let's go. Target both. They would block the 1/3. Was it? No, they could have blocked the 1/3 and go to 1, right? 2-0. 2-0. No team battle rage. There is team battle rage actually. The double strike card, right? It's a 2-mana double strike card. So that's a card to lose to. Don't want to lose to that card. Don't want to lose to that card. Bronze to Mythic. Yeah, it's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. I think I'm not like super amped about Dispute in our deck, but Steadfast Paladin, that's pretty good. I mean, obviously the drop's pretty good. That was a really good draw, so. Removal spells are good. It depends though, because in some formats like they're good, they're not good. They have a pretty good draw here. This is a pretty ideal draw, but we have kill spells in our deck, so it's fine. If your opponent isn't in a dungeon, never go to 1. That's good advice actually. All right, just gonna kill this. We're gonna start a dungeon here, and I think we're just gonna start the simple one. We have no repeating effects at the moment. Just do this. Try 1. Top card is Horde Robber. Not really interested in that. We're gonna play Roulette. Next turn, we can spoils and kill this thing. Null Hunter, sure. Chappelle Show, woo woo! Woo woo woo! +2 mace! That's a little scary, actually, but sure. Alright. I mean, they can like +2 mace their Moon Dancer, but that's actually pretty crappy, and this grows too. Alright, sure. They go for the equip, though, we can kill the Null Hunter with the spoils. And then we have Eyes coming in too, so as long as they can kill stuff. They're gonna mace the Null Hunter? Interesting. This is fine, because we're just gonna spoils the hunt the Moon Dancer. And then they'll have a 5/5, which is I guess like a little bit of a problem for next turn, but can you stop playing things? Jesus. Alright, sick curve outs here, jeez. So this thing can be freaking huge next turn. I guess we have like the mana off this too. Alright, so we're gonna kill the Null Hunter. They can't equip both of these. We're taking a pretty big hit next turn, but kill this. Get a treasure. Just gonna get a forest right now. You have 1 card in hand. I mean, if they have a pump spell, we're dead. But I don't think we're blocking here. So we're just gonna attack. I guess let's just untap like the other one did. We can just play Giant next turn too, or kill it. They can go into the tomb. Yeah, they make us lose 1, but that's not that bad. I just like if we leave the blocker and they equip the mace, are we blocking? Like, I don't think we are. So, and then if they have an instant speed pump spell, we die. All right, I guess we'll leave it back. Sure, whatever. This is a cowardly play. It's a very cowardly play. So now they can equip both. Oh, I guess that's true. So yeah, it would have been 6 damage. I guess that's true. Because yeah, they do both and they go into the dungeon. It loses 1. Sure. Okay, that's fair. If they had a land, I wasn't factoring in them drawing a land. So, all right. So you block here. They venture. It's the aggro dungeon loses 1, right? And then we're just gonna kill this. Sure. They're gonna go to the Mad Mage actually. Oh, because they gain a life for the thing. Sure. Whatever. Let's block that. Untap. Draw land. Hopefully we did. I'm gonna kill this right now. I don't know what tricks there are that can save it. I'm just gonna do it. Then we have a giant to follow up, so they have one card in hand. Obviously, any creature they draw is gonna be pretty big, but whenever you have 2 creatures, what? Come on. All right, so play the hill giant thing. Game 3, go to 10. I guess they had one of these and drew the other one, like the perfect complement to untap it on attacks, but now I have this big creature, so it's kind of okay. So we're going to make a 4/5 and a 4/5. Are you serious? You drew like a trick here? This is unreal. There's just no cards in hand, just drew a trick. Like, alright, I guess. Go to 6. We need to block. Alright, this actually gets +1/+0 for each treasure spent. Oh, we're mana short, damn it. Okay. Damn. It's the mana short here. Well, we gotta block, or we're just dead. And then obviously once they attack, they can't gain life to untap it, so not too bad. We just play this, chump block with the Null Hunter, and go from there. We could play Hunter block and then stack it to dispute. It's like, and then try and draw land for the spoils. That works. I actually kind of like that. And obviously, once they attack with this, they can't untap it. So they're going to fire up the torch, fire up the mace. That's pretty good. They're going to scry 1. Hopefully it goes bottom. Hopefully it goes bottom, I said. Top. This player. These freaking bronze players, man. They're relentless. They're relentless. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, so we get to play Herald and Spoils to kill. I mean, we don't even need to kill this, honestly. We can just wait. Ranger class, too. Alright, that's pretty good. Herald plus Ranger class. Or do I play Skeletons plus Ranger class and still have the Spoils of the Hunt up? I think I like that better. Oh, sorry, they're silver. You're right. Sorry. Yeah, I like that better, actually. Let's play this. Play this. And now, I mean, this thing isn't untap, obviously. I need to find a way to, like, gain life. Lunchtime.
It's lunchtime.
Okay, I'm gonna eat a little after the draft's over, so.
Yeah, I know, but...
You find a cursed idol. Hey, Toots.
That was rude.
They're gonna kill my Ranger's class. Whatever, it's fine.
So rude.
Alright, I mean, as long as I don't find a way to gain life, it's pretty amusing. This thing's just like sitting here doing nothing. So untap, draw another land. Old man, resub. Thanks so much. Everyone's hiding Nicole.
Who are you calling old man?
Yeah, we're gonna lean on this thing pretty hard too. So
I'm like almost bronze to mythic here.
not green enough.
Not green enough. My shirt is.
So do I want to leave the wolf back or nah? I think I do. In case they draw way out to gain life. Is this thing gain life? No.
No, not enough.
Yeah, play this. Let's play the land. We're interested in having a lot of lands to play for this thing, so. They have some way to gain life. They have a Ranger's Hawk. Okay. They're gonna move all the equipments over. This thing will deal damage equal number each equal to its power. If they move this, it'll be a 2/2. They're gonna move. They can't move that yet. Not again. So we'll kill this in response. Damage power. Yeah, sure. So this. No treasure. Is that my mom, Jim? Get him, Nicole. Get him. You have full authority to say whatever you want right now. You tell him. Tell him. Go off on him. Big Cam.
Like the person at the ankle doctor.
Say bad words. Say bad words. Curse. Pause from YouTube. Pause from YouTube to go on a tirade. A tirade. Mom. Thanks, Mom. I look at a 14-year-old. I am dead sexy. All right, so
That you cannot. No.
So this is us. We're one short of activating this twice. Once again, we're gonna lead back the wolves. I'm a coward. I guess like if they actually draw away to gain life, it's only for 7, and we can gain life. Yeah, besides attack actually.
Wow. You can gain life.
I will gain life.
How does the 6?
Oh, it's not always gain life.
No, it's not. It said you can gain life.
Please God. Oh my God. Thank you. Woo! That'd been bad. 3.
So you didn't gain life.
All right. Yeah.
And
All right. We got him. Oh man.
You did.
Game.
That
was scary.
That was. I mean,
That
I
was
don't know.
scary.
When you said can gain life, I thought you knew what you were doing.
I just assumed that it drained for 2. I just, I'm not used to rolling D20s in my games of Magic the Gathering to determine outcomes of things,
Well, you best
I'm
get
only
used
used
to
to playing Company and whiffing, or playing Muxus and whiffing, or not drawing any lands, or any of the other usual RNG, not the D&D style RNG. Very close to a blowout, yeah. I mean, how many cards like just straight up gain life? Like they're not like a life linker or a triggered ability. They just say like blah gain life. What's the best draft card in the set? I have no idea. It's my 3rd draft. We're here to learn that. We're here to learn that. Megan is great. Who's Megan? All right, so decent curve here. A little chunky. We can keep this. Chris is in our way. Owlbear is unreal. Yes, very, very good. Health Pot. That's like the 2-mana artifact. That card sucks, though. Card's like not really good. All right, so 2-drop. Thankfully, no 2-drop for them. And the only fear of his hand is falling behind, and they have about 2 drops, so I think we're pretty good. That's Nicole. It's Nicole. Megan's close, though. Nicole and Megan, same thing. Purple one. All right, we do get to not play a creature this turn, which kind of sucks, but... Ranger class hasn't actually done much yet. Oh, man, that card's so good. All right. That card's really good. Eliwick. All right, well.
So, Megan's one of my best friends. You better watch.
They said it, not me. All right.
I know, they're blowing
I'm
up
just
the spot.
sitting here.
Twitch chat good at blowing up spots.
Just sitting here. They killed us here and get it for 6. This is a little scary, I'm not going to lie. Oh my God. How do they have it every time?
But you get to venture.
All right, what do we want here? We're just playing like the Herald. I should probably play Zombie Ogre next turn. We do have Eliwick, so like starting up an actual dungeon seems pretty nice. Yeah, Cube's insane. Cube's totally insane. We had it in our last draft and just like our first draft and it just didn't even matter. But I suppose going in the Lost Mine ensures that Eliwick can make a chump blocker to stay alive for a turn. They have 3 cards left. Like if they have a kill spell here, we're like in pretty big trouble, I think. Let's try one. Can we try our own kill spell? No. We cannot. So we're going to 10 here? Yeah, obviously the Gladys Cube is freaking busted. Alright, so we can Eliwick Venture make a Goblin, and if they can kill the Goblin, they can kill Eliwick, but at least we like gain some life. Or we can play Zombie Ogre and just like hope they don't have a kill spell. I mean, they would need another hard removal spell to kill my Zombie Ogre. I think the Eliwick play is safer. Like, I think that we just play Eliwick, chump block, make them attack it, and even if they have the kill spell, they probably attack this anyway. So at least we gain some life and buy some time. They can play another creature, have a little more time. I'm going to Eliwick here. The intent to chump block. It's not Monday, but making goblins. It's not Monday, but just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, well, yeah, that's for Monday, Flo. That's for Monday. Just another Mod Monday. Gelatinous Cube Tuesday. I'm gonna die Wednesday. Okay. Oh my god. So worst case scenario, they have a small kill spell. But again, if they kill Eliwick here, I don't really mind trading Eliwick for 5 life and their drop. So it's fine. Right. So that's like not that bad. You know, I think if that's our worst case scenario, I'm not that upset. We draw Eyes of the Beholder, phenomenal. So now we can get back our creature too. We need to do this now though, so they can't untap. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that exchange. Now they have a 2-3 in play and we're at 10. You know, and also our hand's pretty stacked. If our hand wasn't stacked there, I would definitely rather try and like stabilize the board and play the Planeswalker later. But given how stacked our hand is, I'm actually pretty cool with this. So they're going to just say go here. Wow. All right. We're going to attack. -11, -11. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's like some D&D stuff or whatever. Now the question is, do we play the Worm or not? Like, they've got 3 cards in hand and 8 mana. Them having another kill spell is fairly likely. Would I rather just play a different card and buy some more time? Beholders have 11 eyes. I respect it. I respect it. How many times have I finished the dungeon? I don't think I have in this so far yet, but we haven't really been venturing that much. I guess we're going to Worm. So if you draw a 2-drop, we can play it alongside one of these, so I'll just play the Worm. Whatever, here it is. Purple Worm. 1 mouth, 9 teeth, really big, purple worm. It's dead. I made a new account, yes. I have my Bronze Mythic account. Alright, so they killed it. Sure. So that felt pretty obvious, but they're going to kill something. I don't know. Definitely had the read on that, but what are you going to do? Dawnbringer Cleric? That's not very exciting. My current account is at like Silver 1, so once we get Silver 1, we'll swap over to that account. That was actually pretty good. We're 1 short of actually using it, though. And now we're at freaking, at 6. Alright, we're going to D-up here. Should play Talisman, play Ogre Psycho. They only have 1 card in hand, so... And then I think the Herald is the... Or Herald is... Herald of Heldar. I'll say go here. We're looking for a brick for them. I think we found it, folks. I think it said it's fun for draft. Seems good so far. It's pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna Talisman up the Knoll Hunter, I think, and get in. Leave our bigger butt on defense. Harold and Kumar go to Life Drain School. Not funny, Jim. Gonna go. This is great for us. Now they go for the trade. Now our zombie triggers also. We'll leave a card in hand. I guess they have a discard spell, I guess. End step, trigger the zombie ogre. Move on to the next level of the dungeon. We can drain for 1 or put a counter on a creature. Let's put a counter on our zombie ogre, I think. We got laughers in chat? Aw, I appreciate that. Y'all are so nice laughing at my bad jokes. How did the White Dream draft? I went 2 and 3, and I was very surprised to go 2 and 3. Honestly, I did not think that deck was particularly amazing, but didn't think it was bad at all. So, all right, good draw, I guess. A lot of removal here, but now we just have a freaking Harold, and Harold is just gonna be draining life all day. Death touching, rolling D20s. What is going on here? All right. We rolled a 14, so drain for 2. So now we need to draw a creature before they do, honestly. I mean, they draw first. We're both super flooded. It's pretty good. Pretty good. That's not there yet, but not bad. Obviously, we draw land. I'm going to lose it. All right. I guess we're dead. Just couldn't, like, draw a creature. They go runner, runner, correct me, go runner, runner, air land. 3-1. 3-1. Yeah, I mean, removal spells do seem really important. For sure. All right, folks, we're brought to you by Colas Apparel. Colas Apparel.shop, promo code GM10, 10% off your order. New shirt. We got new shirt designs. The Senators. We got some Commander shirts. We got tons of shirts. They have so many designs now at this point. The Godfather, a personal favorite of mine. Colas Apparel.shop, promo code GM10, 10% off your order. Even if you're not going to buy something, just check out the shirts. The designs are fun. It's good for a laugh. Check it out, Colas Apparel.shop, promo code GM10, 10% off your order. Yeah, imagine complaining about rolling a D20 in Magic and then just, like, looking at a game like that and being like, that's full. That's fine. You know, it's one or the other. Either you're cool with D20s and cool with that, or vice versa. Like, that's just Magic sometimes. You just lose. It happens. This hand's really good. So, what's up, Zax? Ugh. Great hand. Great hand. Talisman plus Robber. Possible turn 3 Planeswalker. Trickster's Talisman. What's this one do? Invoke Duplicity. A.k.a. words that don't matter. Equip creature gets +1/+1. Oh, this card's cool. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice Trickster's Talisman. If you do, create a token that's a copy of this creature. Pretty sweet. Not trying to rob you. A burglar. Alright, so we're going to try and cast the Planeswalker here, so just go. Rob him. Get a bounce spell? I don't think there's a card in the set that stops this Planeswalker here, so I think it's about time for another venture. Alright, so now we're going to venture every turn. So I want to go into the big dungeon, I think. Ray of Frost to keep my Horde Robber tapped. Sure, we're going big. We're going big to go home here. Let's go. They ain't removing this thing for a long time. Magic players right now. I sure hate dice. Let's shuffle up and play. Alright, draw a land. We're going to venture again. Scry. Sure. Drop the beats. Drop the beats. I get to play around playing Simic. Please try Mordecane and Asika's Chariot. That's fun. That was a good game. Yeah, unsurprisingly, playing a Planeswalker turn 3 on the play and limited, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So, all right, we're 4-1. 4-1, still feeling pretty good. Still feeling pretty good. What's Eliwick's ultimate? Creatures you control get +2/+2 for every dungeon you completed. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Remember, folks, follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. There I am. You get to see when I go live. You get to see Hand of the Week. Hand of the Week. Moving on up here. And another good hand. Yeah, having kill spells seems pretty important. For sure. You uninstall Twitter? Not necessarily a bad choice, but it's a good place to stay updated with what's going on with your favorite content creators, as well as just news in general. Like, not always a good thing for sure, but all right, we're robbing. This card seems so sick on the play. Like, there's definitely some cards of his set that are like pretty insane play draw. We just fire in for, was this for 1? I guess so. We're not doing anything else, right? Hail Hydra! Let's find better ways to insult things, Dirk, right? Sylvan Shepherd, sure. I mean, get to like attack and just drop this. Grim Bounty. So yeah, we just attack here. They're gonna block. We'll just drop it. Have notifications on for YouTube and Twitch. That works too. That works too, for sure. I can never complain about someone who has has notifications on, ever. It's a great way to support your content creators. All right, so we're dropping. Where are we going? I think we're just going to Fandelver. The Scry seems nice. We have no current engines right now, so we don't want a Tomb of Annihilation, right? I don't think so. Yeah, just Fandelver. Sure. Skeleton's Place. And we'll play a land. And we're pretty close to just casting the Worm, too, honestly. I feel like this card could have been an uncommon, honestly. Power level's pretty high. Doesn't always work, obviously, but... Alright. I mean, this is a spot where I'm a little scared of the counterspell, which is usually pretty transparent. We're just going to play the Skeletons here. And it's gonna get countered. No? Wow, alright. Either that or their hand's just terrible. That works too. Wandering Troubadour. At the end of your end step, if you had a land in the battlefield under your turn, venture into the dungeon. That's pretty good. Tyrus Tracker Venturer. Doesn't block very well. I can play the guitar like a mother. Troubadour. Venturing into the dungeons. So bottom. Alright, so untap. Talisman. Will they block with the Troubadour on the Skeletons? Yay or nay? If we kill this... Oh, we can actually just cast the freaking the Worm. That's insane. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go, Wormy boy. Let's go.
Oh my god, Becky.
You get Talisman, too. Some Talisman's blue-green deck's gonna struggle with this Worm. That is 6 power. It's not 7 power. Alright, we got ah, fellow Chucker, eh? So... we just, like, rumble here, I think. Attack with all 3 and just cast the Ranger and the Talisman. Yeah, that's cool. Blocks here aren't particularly good for anyone. That's trade's totally fine. So a block here is totally fine. We put it to 4. Making a Goblin or a Treasure. I mean, we're going to play Ranger and Talisman. The Hydra is already big enough to kill them. I think Goblin's fun. Just kidding. No, tap that better. Tap that better. We go wide!
Game.
This is much better. Those first 2 drafts had me a little disheartened, I'm not going to lie. Those are a little embarrassing for me as a professional Magic the Gathering player, unable to get out of bronze. But there we go. There we go. That's better. That's better. All right. 4-1 or 5-1? We are currently 5-1. 5-1, cranking along here. Bronze to Mythic. First time here at that follow button, of course. The series where I go from Bronze to Mythic. We're just starting out our first drafts here in Adventures of the Forgotten Realms. Watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. What's up, Theodore? Let's go. And another great hand. Another great hand. Don't really like these basics very much. I just find the text on the land jarring. Is it just me? What do y'all think? Keep or mulligan? Flavor text on basic lands. Keep or mulligan? I think they're cool, and I like reading them, but I don't like looking at them. Does that make sense? So they're going to Cleric here. Man, that makes my my Ranger class feel pretty good, right? I guess we're going to Ranger class. I mean, like, we could actually... We don't have a second green, so we can't Ranger class and pump it immediately. Yeah, I'm going to wait, actually. They have a 1-3 in play anyway. I think I would like to go 2-drop, 3-drop, pump class. We don't draw a green, we'll draw spells, and we'll just deal with it from that point on, so... Yeah, like, I think that's my pretty solid feedback, is like reading them, don't like looking at them. They have a torch, sure. All right, we didn't draw the land we're looking for. I'm not going to attempt the bluff attack, so. Enjoy reading our opponent's salt rope. That's fair. That's fair. Opponent goes in the tank. You're just like, you expected to meet hostile drow in this ancient ruin, but they fled long ago. What darkness could have driven them out? I could be a voice actor, right? What do y'all think? Keeper Mulligan, I could be a voice actor. That's gonna be your YouTube comment of the day. Should I be a voice actor? Could I have voiced some Diablo 2, or Diablo stuff, huh? Before the Elf Queen will aid you, you must find a way to cure the strange rot afflicting the roots of the ancient trees. That's like some pretty Diablo 1 level voice acting, right? I could do that. All right, so we're gonna fire in this is Ranger class Robber here, I guess. Let's fire in the Prowler, see if they block, which they probably won't. And then we'll play Robber and Ranger class. Mull! That hurts my feelings. I could do it. I could do it. VTuber? I could be a VTuber also. Alright, yeah, no pumps. Just play Ranger class, play Robber. As you make camp near the ancient ruin, you hear the sound of drums echoing in halls where no dwarf has lived in generations. They're going on the dungeon, folks. So, board's getting pretty cloggy here. They're going to go into the Fandelver mine, sure. Drums. Drums in the deep. Alright, so we keep drawing black lands. It's a little awkward as far as our green activated abilities, but we, could just sit in Direwolf Prowler here, honestly. We should it sucks, like, if we want to pump up the Ranger class, we, like, can't do anything else. I suppose disputing one of these robbers isn't that bad either, though. Actually, that's pretty sneaky. So, watch this, folks. Watch and learn. This is going to be a cool trick. I'll try spinning. That's a cool trick. What could they possibly have? They don't have any green mana open. What are they going to do? Interesting block. So, clearly scared of something and not willing to risk their biggest creature, but also this would just be a trade anyway. But, alright, so we're going to dispute. We're going to stack this Robber. Then we're going to pump. Drew lands anyway, sure. Use Treasure. And it's only a 1-for-1. Not like the greatest thing of all time, but it's cool. We'll take that. It was cute. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. We're here to have a good time. Hit him with the oops. Nah, I have my emotes muted. They are venturing into the dungeon, that's for sure. Grim Bounty is a sorcery. This is going to be a 6/6. 1.
I have been in Thailand for the last 6 months and haven't had Twitch for some reason, but your YouTube kale kept me going.
Thanks for resub 1. I appreciate that. That's 2 years, too. Thanks for that resub. You're all great. You're all great. I love y'all. Shattering Skeletons. So, we're going to just attack here. I think we're fine trading this for a Dungeoneer. And then just, like, play Herald. We're going to want to levels up eventually, but we can wait on that, I think. Am I cool trading Prowler for a Dungeoneer? It's not like a great trade, honestly. I mean, they got blown out last turn. I might be scared this turn also. I think I do want to do that, because then this thing will be a 5-6 next turn, or a 4-5-4. Just attack. Like, not attacking Ranger class in play is like a pretty big cost, I think, so. See how I take this one. Yeah, having emotes muted is definitely the way. Definitely the way. I think this is a good block by our opponent. I think this is a good block. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Frisky. Party blocks. I do love me a good party block. I'm not going to lie. Now we're going to pump, obviously, and kill their goblin also, but I do love me a good party block. All right. So we're going to kill, yeah, the Dungeoneer and the goblin. Party blockers in the house tonight. Sorry. So, simplifying the board here, very good for us. We just have like one big creature, so like it ruins future double blocks. We still have Harold and Kumar going to White Castle here. We got Grim Bounty. We're feeling pretty good about this game, honestly. And of course, we have Ranger class in play too, which is a freaking busted card. So. Lagging Unicorn, resub. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. I'm gonna stand for the next draft, folks. I gotta stand more. I gotta use my legs more. I gotta get back in shape. All right. We're gonna stand more. Turn the AC up a little bit too. Hey, my lunch is sitting here. Yeah, my lunch is the draft's done though. No food once I 7-0. If I don't 7-0, no food for me. I'm not allowed to eat. Starve to death. Wow. Interesting. We're not gonna block here. If they have that black 1-mana trick, that'd be pretty good for them. But I really can't see not blocking here because the opportunity cost of equipping is so high. And even that also, it'll still unequip too, so. I think hybrid mana would be alright to have it stand more frequently. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, so we're gonna block. Oh, they added the counter from the thing too. So this is gonna kill both of these creatures, but I think it's fine. We venture, play a new creature, have a kill spell. We have Ranger class. Trading is really good. So Ranger class, the new Great Henge? No. It's much more expensive. It doesn't gain life. So, all right, they didn't have the black spell. That's great for us. We're going to start, I think, the most basic dungeon. Just get a scry going. Nothing too crazy here. Bottom of forest. That feels pretty good. Ho!
Oh, it's Mythic Helix! Oh my god!
That's a big one. That's a big one. Ooh. Where's sound effect? Usually words make this big, like, raw sound effect. That is one honkin' chonker. Planner ally? Yeah, whatever. We're gonna kill that, though. Eliwick. Can I do this and Eliwick? Oh, I can? Wow. Wow. Alright, let's go. I guess we attack first. I'll put a counter on this, though. Yeah, let's attack first. Yes, if you click the dragon, it'll wake up. But it's behind my ad, though, so you can't really see it that well. Jump blocks. Yeah, this game is pretty over, I think. Our poor opponent here is getting busted by, like, mythic rare, mythic rare, you know? Make a goblin. What are the Vegas odds right now of our opponent winning this game? It's a Prince format? What's that mean? Parlez français? Je n'ai pas français. Je ne sais pas. Prince versus Pauper. Still, je ne sais pas. Parlez anglais, s'il vous plaît. Mon ami. You're putting it at 10 million to 1. I bet so much money on 10 million to 1. I wouldn't bet that much, but they're gonna contain my worm. All right, that's a start. If they're gonna win this game, that's definitely a start. You know. We're gonna venture. We're gonna put a counter on something. Build this goblin up. Build this goblin up a little bit here. Mog Monday. Mog Monday. Votre français est très bien, monsieur. Merci. Merci beaucoup, mon ami. Je parle français un peu. And then, I guess we're gonna, like, crank up the Ranger class, too. I probably should have done that first, but whatever. Let's see what treasure it defaults to. I want to sacrifice the worm first. Sure. I have no disenchants in my deck, so. Top card is Eye of the Beholder. That's pretty good. Borrowing of Clan Udar. Yeah. Does cast spell say go concede? Yeah, yeah. Am I fluent? No, no. I speak a little bit of French. I took French for like, you know, in high school and in college. When I was in France for Pro Tour Paris for like a week and a half, we stayed in an apartment, so we weren't in a touristy area. And my buddy Max Tietz was a linguistics major at Stony Brook, and was fluent in Spanish and like pretty close in French just because they're so similar. So me and him went out and we're talking French to everyone. And like the more you talk it and the more you're immersed in it, the more it kind of like, oh yeah, I do know this stuff. So if I'm immersed in it in like a week or two, I can like sort of get around and speak a little bit. But Max Tietz, yes, Maximum Teatage, invitational champion Max Tietz, doesn't play Magic anymore really, but was a really good Magic player, a good friend of mine. And where's the picture of him with the trophy? I mean, you want invitational, there he is. That's Max, but good people, good people. That was a fun freaking trip. It's a fun freaking trip. This is not a fun hand. Yeah, we can't keep this hand. It has no creature. It's just this is like a classic, pretty bad hand on the play too. So we're gonna mulligan. Sure, pretty reasonable hand. We'll ship the eyes. I think we have a pretty good curve here with the Ranger class, obviously, or removal spell. So much better. Ranger class on the play must be nice. Must be nice. So what was the Prince format thing? Inexpensive cards. So Prince format, inexpensive cards, and a Pauper format, the commons are fine. It's cool. It's a cool way of putting it. A Ranger. Not caught off my guard here. Not caught off my guard at all. Dwarf Hold Champion. That can trade with my Wolf here if I pump an attack. We're just going to kill this, I think. We also get the Scry, look for a land too, so kill that. Venture. We're going to just, you know, Lost Mine, Scry 1. Set up for a land draw for next turn. It's not a swamp.
Bronze to Mythic is the best part of a new set drop. KP up the Exceent content.
Thanks, Itana. I appreciate that. Very, very kind. So it's land number 4, but it's not a black land. We have 2 double black cards. We gotta bottom this. We gotta bottom this, I think. So obviously we want to draw a swamp. We don't draw a land. Hopefully it's just a castable spell. Hopefully it's not an Eye of the Beholder. One of those really expensive cards, but Moon Balest Cleric. Okay, so they tutor for enchantment to the top of their deck. Okay. Unfortunately, another creature that can block my thing, Reaper's Talisman. That was actually pretty not good. Actually, we need to pump this. So, all right, I guess we're gonna level up Rangers class and attack. Just is what it is, and just take the trade. They block, they trade. This way, they can't use their drop super well. It's fine. We need to draw some lands, folks. We need to draw some lands. Excuse me. Scary turn. They play like a 4-power creature here, we're in big trouble. If they don't do much, we're like super happy. Alright, that's a 2-power creature. Don't draw land. Alright. What's up, Fred? Our first 2 drafts were really bad, but this draft's gone pretty well. I think removal is very important. Alright, I mean, crank it up. Like, we're still at a pretty high life total, and now we have our Ranger class on, too, so. Top card is a 5-mana creature. Alright, so I'll just draw a land. We're not drawing a land. So top card has to be creature, please. And they are in the tank. What are they doing? What could possibly be an end step thing here? I'll say that maybe activate this thing, I guess. Sure. So we're still at a decently high life total. If we just draw a land, we can play this thing and play a pretty big defense. But we need to have a creature on top to play a spell next turn because we have all 5s. So very, very awkward hand here. No double black. Ugh. That's pretty good. All right. They're going to go into Tomb of Annihilation. That's aggro. Probably a reasonable path, though, given that, like, we're definitely going to win the long game with Ranger class. So, all right, we drew a castable card. Please have a land on top. Ugh. All right, at least we're, like, playing things, though, right? So, we get to venture and make a goblin to block the ghoul. It's actually pretty good, too. So, could have been worse. Please don't kill my skeletons. Yeah, removal seemed... both of our first 2 decks seemed very reasonable, but they had no removal spells, and we just couldn't win. So, I think we got a little unlucky here and there, too, but... that's true. We can also make a treasure. That is true. That is true. That's probably better. The goblin can block the ghoul, but treasure means we just play this thing, so... Alright, they're going to drop. They're going to drop. Player. So we're going to discard... We'll discard the... probably the Herald here. I think Zombie Ogre plays defense really well, so... They're going to lose 2, obviously. So we're going to block the Ghoul. And get a treasure, and then cast the Ranger, which will... Now, they do have the... obviously, they're pretty close to completing the dungeon for the Gloomstalker. If they complete a dungeon, we're in big trouble. Oh, my God. Let's make a treasure and make the 5/3. Top card's a land, so at least we have that to look forward to next turn. We're 6-1, yeah. So, please stop killing my creatures for once in your life. All right. They're going to hold a Rangers thing, not my creature. Interesting. I guess this doesn't block anything very well. But now you have a swamp on top. Oh my God, are you kidding me? How do they just have it? They have it all. God, unreal. All right. What a sick turn. Just like 1 mana removal spell into 5-drop on 6 lands for all your cards in hand. So next turn can be like Bounty Hunter. It's pretty funny. I don't think it matters though. I think we're just dead. So you like block here, have to jump block here. Oh, so you go to 1. And realistically, this 2/2 isn't blocking anything relevant anyway, so. Alright. I guess. So the problem is the hunter doesn't actually do anything. So all right, we should need to draw a land. Basically, we'll kill the 4/4, and we'll just draw a land. They need to brick for a turn. We need to draw a land and cast our huge thing. So we're playing this just chump block, and just brick for once. Not 6 lands, all spells, perfect curve, and removal spells. And now you need to draw a land. Please stop playing things. Are you serious?
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Are we Mythic Gaming?
Could there have been a better card to draw? We're just exactly at 3 and they draw that thing that makes things unblockable. Alright, whatever. Alright, you win. Get out of here. Get out of here with your perfect curves. 6-2. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We just needed like 1 turn of respite that game, and I think we were actually fine. So 6-2, all the marbles. Going for 7 wins. We gotta win this one, folks. We gotta win this one. She did 1 misstep at 1 point on the curve. Final boss. Let's go. Who's pumped? Who's pumped? Playing for 7 wins. That's all I can do. DMCA. For the believers. For the believers. Oh, man. That game was something else. We're 6-2. I believe in you, Peter. I believe in you, Peter. Oh, we're drafting all day. Yeah, this is an all-day stream. All-day stream. All right, Flachma Queen. You're next. On the play. We're keeping. I'm not, like, thrilled about it, but we're keeping. Je suis désolé que vous avez raté la chute de terre tant de tours de Philly. I don't know what most of those words mean, unfortunately. I am sad because you are something. There's a bunch of words I don't know. All right, we're going to keep. We need to draw a land, but there's also the awkwardness of, like, fetching. I want to fetch on turn 1 for a tap land, but I also don't know if I need green or black yet. We have more black cards in our deck in general, so. I'm sorry you missed that land drop so many turns in a row. Rest in peace. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Save Ray. Save Ray. All right, so we could have, like, maybe waited 1 turn. We've got 2 drops in our deck also, so we have more swamps and forests. We actually have very little double green except for the planeswalkers, so let's get swamp. All right, so we drew land number 4, which is by far the most important thing. As long as we can play skeletons on curve, I think we're okay. All right, great. Defensive creature, love it. The swamp, sure. The basilisk. Soul Knife Spy. That's a really, really annoying card when you're behind. This card seems really good. All right, well, don't have a bounce spell, I guess. I'm gonna block it all day, every day. I guess a fight spell would be bad. Did they can fight with the basilisk? Our first deck was the Red-Black Treasure deck. It looked pretty good. We just flooded a ton and, like, got crushed. I don't have a pump spell here, please. Oh, thank God. So many things screw us there, like removal spell, trample pump spell. All right, so we're going to enter the dungeon here. We're just going to scry one. We need a green land. Or spells. One or the other. Deadly Dispute. Now, this is a potentially card draw, just sacking our talisman. Seems kind of right now, but I think we have a creature. I think it's Flowers Bottomless. Yeah, we played 17 lands. That might have been too many. Another one? This card's good. This card's pretty good. I'm a big hockey fan and speak passable French. If I ever hear you say, sorry, I'm going to start thinking you're Canadian. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Eh? Oh, God, no. Oh, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Oh, thank God. We're safe. Safe for now. Safe for now. All right. Dire Wolf Prowler is here. We're going to start there. See what happens. And I think we're going to fire a Talisman on the Herald. We'll see if this resolves or not, though, or what they do. All right, we're going to go for it. Prowler still blocks Spy. Any card they could have had that would have killed this would kill this too, I think. So I don't think they have a removal spell. It's a pretty big attack here. It's 6 damage. We gain 2. What's up, Xenomorph? Bronze to Mythic. It's a big game, folks. Big game here. It's a Marvel game. 6-2. The winner will have 7 wins. The loser, I have no idea what their record is, but all right, that's pretty good. Scry 2, draw 2. All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. There's a green untap spell. I mean, I would happily trade Herald for their spell and their Basilisk, and they would have just attacked last turn if they had that. So every set, Bronze to Mythic. Yep. Why does the real rank start in Plat? Don't understand why you get 2 wins for 1 in Bronze, Silver, and Gold. Just to make you progress you faster. Realistically, the ladder on Arena is not an accurate test of skill. It's just a test of volume. Once you're in Mythic and you actually have a rating, and so your wins, the quality of your wins and losses matter. That's where your Mythic ranking is a true test of your skill. The ladder itself is mostly just volume. You know, if you're a mediocre, even like slightly sub 500 player, you can still like bulk your way to Mythic by just like, you know, hitting your streaks in the right spot. Once you level up, you can't level down. So say you're a 48% win player. If you just get 4 wins in a row to Diamond, then lose 4 in a row, but you can't fall back down kind of thing. So yeah, it's a progression system, not a rank system. All right, so they send in another Basilisk, which makes our attacks from the Herald not good anymore. We do have this thingy. We can also start like draining too. We have the Herald, Eyes of the Beholder, whatever. I mean, trading Herald for a Basilisk is pretty bad, so we'll just play this and start like D'ing up, I guess. Yeah, it's fine. I think we're pretty well suited for the long game. We have some pretty chunky cards in our hand. Yeah, I think just like popping the Herald is certainly reasonable too. So you find a villain's lair. I mean, sure. There are many, many worse cards that could have countered. So just a 3/3. Give the wolf the talisman. Why? No, you can, once you make a level, you can not fall back down again. Oh my god, sick draw. Alright. I guess it's still in play, right? So, we don't lose the ability on the Herald. That's not bad, actually. It's not that bad. I'm in a Modern League? I'm not in a Modern League. Is someone on my Modern account right now? Like, what's going on? Alright, so, yeah, we just play this Honkin' Chonker. Alright, and just say go. I mean, these Basilisks are a little annoying, but honestly, the Hall of Storm Giants here is a little annoying, but oh, Owlbear's so good. Owlbear's the nut. Alright, I mean, just play skeletons as they go. Like, stalled board is totally fine when we have a kill spell in our hand for a bomb, and then I have a Herald just sitting here ready to like start rolling dice. Jello made platinum. Awesome, my friend. Move the equipment. I want to leave the pump up on the Prowler. All right, we honkin' chonkin'. I mean, maybe I should. The thing is, like, I'm never attacking because like the Basilisks are here, so. They gonna attack? No. So Knoll Hunter. This costs 6 to activate. I'm actually just gonna say go. We could play Knoll Hunter, but I want to start activating this every turn, I think. And our blocks are like fine. So we'll just say go. I don't love. Also, we'll still have Eye of the Beholder up too. So if we go to block giant on giant and go for a pump spell or something like that, we can just kill it. Very stally board here, which I guess happens a lot in blue green because like they don't have any removal. Oh my god, double Owlbear. Ugh. That is disgusting. This card is unbelievably good. Should probably be a common, but they just want to have the best common be green for the last few sets. How do you play draft and arena constantly without shelling out money? I mean, win. You know, like, it sounds, you know, it sounds a little but like, realistically, like, as long as you win, like, half your matches, you usually are pretty reasonable, but. Alright, they're coming out with freaking everything here. We can't. Alright. Move the blocks. Definitely that. I mean, I would like to make some better blocks. We have, like, the eyes. They have pump spell. We can, like, mess them up pretty good. I guess we're just going to trade here and trade here. Take 7, 8, 9. Could be worse. If they pass and do nothing, I'll probably eye to kill the Hill Giant. I think they have pump spell here, though. Yeah, I mean, drafting is expensive. You know, there's no two ways about it, realistically. Like, it just, you know, it's a luxury item for sure. There are apps you can play online to practice drafting. I encourage you to read articles, watch series like this. I think that if you just want to go in and start drafting without any experience at all and play 10 drafts in a row, If you're rich, sure. But if you're trying to like be frugal, it's not a smart way to do it. You should be reading articles. You should be taking in some content and trying to learn before you go in. Just like you wouldn't go play golf without ever having played before. You know, like you wouldn't just go to the course and be like, all right, here's $100. I'm gonna go play golf now. Like you would go to the range, you would practice, and the $100 would be better spent on like lessons and things like that. You know, so they're just passing priority here. So am I okay with this exchange? I don't know. It's kind of a weird attack, because, like, why would they make this attack without having drawn a trick when they couldn't attack the last few turns? I think we're going to kill the 7/6. If they have a pump spell or a trick, it gets pretty ugly. And they kind of pause, too. But I don't think this this is going to leave the board with just our 7/6 and nothing else. Yeah, I'm going to kill this. Please don't have a trick. They're like it's like pausing priority too. All right, it worked. All right, I mean, charity. What? So 2 Basilisk and an Owlbear versus my huge thing and my enchantment basically here. We get a Goblin or a Treasure. Honestly, a Goblin doesn't do very much. They have a Trampler. I guess the Goblin blocks the Hall for a turn. Yeah, I'm making Goblin. So they have 2 cards left. We have a Robber and a Null Hunter. I guess we're just kind of flooding the board here. We're still at 18, so... Honestly, we could also attack with this this Herd Gorger and get him for a whole bunch. Yeah, they have a creature land. I don't necessarily want to trade blows, though, and I kind of like this thing just blocking the 4/4. It does put them on the defensive a little bit, though. I'm going to attack. Yeah, Crimson, you can take a step back a little bit. You need to be so aggressive, all right? Just asking questions in the chat, it's fine. All right, I mean, that worked. They're at 10 now. Like, that now because they're so low that they can't just, like, commit for a huge attack. If they want to fire up all their mana for the Hall, we can just chump block it for a turn, which is, like, fine. And then we're also just leaning into our Herald, too. Charm Sleep again? God. Their blue-green deck has more move than our first 2 decks did. Alright, they're gonna come in here. Yeah, we can also put the talisman on the Goblin. I screwed up. I didn't move the equipment. I screwed up. I was talking. That's my bad. I definitely should have done that. We can triple block here, and they'll kill the Hunter and the Goblin. 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously, our attackers don't do much against the Basilisks. I guess it's fine. I kind of want to have chump blockers against the 7/7, so... Alright, we drew a land, which is actually pretty cool. So, we get to move this thing over, we'll put it on the Goblin. Just going for an attack for 1. Drain 2. Death Touch. Obviously, trading with a Basilisk is totally fine. And we just play a land, start activating our Herald, and just finish him off that way. And the Herald does the opportunity to, like, possibly gain life, too, which is cool, so... Yeah, Arena's, like, playing limited can certainly get expensive, but on the converse, you can just play Constructed as much as you want once you have a deck, so it's free in that regard. So, here comes the Honk and Chonk and Hall, but I think it's just too late for that. You know, like... Excuse me. Like, they're at 8. We're going to roll first and see what happens and decide after we roll. 8, so they lose 2. Because if we... 7, this is 11 damage. We get to drain for 2 more next turn. I guess the thing is that if they're hauling every turn, they're not playing a creature. So it's expensive to keep doing this. So we're going to block. Yeah, we'll block here. We'll block with the Knoll. Just chump block. Next turn's Talisman on Robber, attack, activate, Herald, and just do it again next turn. So They go to 4. We are now out of creatures, so if they find some way to deal with this Herald, we could lose the game, but firing up the Hall is no longer enough. I think they're just going to die to our Herald here. So the weakness of blue removal to activated abilities rears its head once again to hopefully get us the W. Any thoughts to enabling emotes? What, like in the game? I mean, what's the benefit? Just annoying usually, you know. Oops, oops, oops. All right, and here comes the Hall. I mean, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They would need a 3-power pump spell to kill us, which I don't think exists. Lose 2, gain 2. Won the roll. So lucky. Yeah, they can gain life, we lose also, but we draw creatures, so. Bombs away.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
Bullseye.
Game. Blouses.
All right. After 2 disastrous first drafts, 7 wins in draft number 3. There we go. We will take that. Obviously, our deck, I think our deck was very good, and we had 2 bomb rares. So, you know, oh, Jim got lucky in open rares. Jim sucks. I'm sure it'll be the YouTube comments for sure. But, yeah, I mean, I think that the thing we learned in our first 2 drafts was that removal is extremely important. And this seems to be a format predicated more on, like, I have this big thing, can you kill my big thing? And then if I play a big thing and you play a big thing and I kill your big thing, attack with my big thing, you're going to lose. So removal spells are important. We had double bounty, double eyes, we had a drop, we had a spoils, all felt pretty good curve. I think if you make this Rangers class into a 3rd Knoll Hunter and make this Eliwick into like a 3rd Chattering Skeletons, this deck is still very good. And then this is the kind of deck where like it's already very good. When you add 2 rares to it, it becomes like a phenomenal deck for sure. So definitely like this one a lot. Definitely worked out pretty well. That's episode 3. We're gonna draft more on Twitch, but you two folks, I love you. Like, comment, subscribe. All right. The episode 4 is coming up. Why are you still here? Go watch another video. Come on. What are you doing, weirdo?